Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel Physics with Ism sir. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe the channel, and if you like the content of the video, please press the like button, and this gives me more motivation so that I can bring more number of videos for you. So today's topic is, which is very important for competitives as well as boards, but mainly for competitive in mains, advanced NEET, etc. That is projectile in an inclined plane. So let's start the topic. So there are two possible kind of motion in case of projectile in general, correct? You could make it many times. One is someone is throwing a ball from the bottom of an incline, okay? And another case, if I throw it from the top of an incline, correct? So let's take the first case when the projectile is projected from the bottom of an incline, correct? This generally happens where? In mountains, correct? Suppose you are standing at the base of the mountain and throwing a ball where it will hit the mountain, this kind of problems. So basically, say for example, this is an inclined plane of inclination theta. Someone is projecting a body from the base of the incline, making some angle with the incline. Let me write this angle as alpha. Same question. Where it will strike the incline? Correct. What is the range? Means what is the range? Means what is the where it will strike the incline? Find the maximum height from the incline of the projectile, time of flight, etc. Same type of question. Correct. Here, only I want to make a slight change. Correct. What kind of change? I'm considering the inclined plane as the x-axis and a direction perpendicular to the incline as y-axis. Only this changes. Instead of taking what we do generally, this is horizontal x-axis and perpendicular to that as y-axis, I am just changing the axis of coordinate in this way. That means inclining the axis by an angle theta. Okay. Now, if you watch it carefully, so what will happen? One by one. Okay. Let's take it x-axis. Let's write it y-axis. Correct? Only a little bit change. Remaining thing is completely same. So the incline, if I throw the ball from the base of an incline, making some angle with the incline with a speed u, it will follow a path like this. Clear? If I consider this O as the point of projection, this is the point where it strikes the incline. So this is nothing but O is nothing but the range. OA is nothing but the range, okay, around the incline. This is the maximum height, h, okay. Splitting into two components, one along this direction ux and one along this direction uy. It is alpha. So velocity along x-axis u cos alpha, velocity along y-axis is u sine alpha. Correct? Look, I have considered this as positive x-axis, this is negative x-axis, sorry, this is positive y-axis. So this is positive, this is positive. Correct? Only a twist takes place in this case is about G. What is that? Look, G is actually acting in this direction. So now I have to break G into two components, correct? What? One perpendicular to the incline, one is along the incline. So if I draw it like this is the component of G perpendicular to the incline, and this is the component of G along the incline. Now the question is, what are the values of these components? If I take this as G, this is theta. Okay, this is 90. So what will be the value of this angle? 90 minus theta. If it is 90 minus theta, is obviously theta. So this would be G cos theta and this would be G sin theta. Now let me draw it in this diagram, correct? Watch it. So there are two components of G, correct? One is along this is G cos theta and this is G sin theta, correct? Now I'm erasing this portion because it will make the diagram less correct. Now neither the motion along x-axis is uniform. Obviously, motion along y-axis is always non-uniform, means not with the uniform velocity. So now both the motion is uniformly accelerated motion. So what we have to do better? We have to write it like this: ax, that is acceleration along x-axis. If you follow it, it is towards negative axis. So I will write down this as minus G sin theta. What about ay? It is along negative y-axis, minus G cos theta. And both the motion is uniform acceleration. So here we'll use this formulas only. A is equal to ut plus half ut square, that is in vector notation. V square equal to u square plus 2as and v equal to u plus a. Is it clear? Now, first of all, let us try to find out the component of velocity at this point. Say, what will happen at the maximum height? Vertical component of velocity will become 0. Correct? Now, that is why it is going down again, because don't look at from the frame of reference of the horizontal plane. Correct? It is from the basis of what plane? Inclined. So let us try to find out the time of flight, range, all the informations, correct? First, maximum height. This is suppose capital H. For maximum height, look, we are along this direction. That means we'll take motion perpendicular to the incline. That means along y-axis. What is uy? It is, look, u sine alpha. What is ay? Minus g cos theta. Clear? Now, applying this formula, v square equal to u square plus 2ay sy. Now, what is Vy at the highest point, at maximum height? Vy is 0. So put this value 0. What is Uy? U sin alpha whole square plus 2 Ay is minus G cos theta. What is Sy? Sy is the vertical height. Look, it is perpendicular to incline along the positive y-axis, so it is h. So if I simplify the result, h is equal to u square sine square alpha divided by 2g cos theta. Correct? Clear? It is what? Uy square. That means uy means this divided by 2. G cos theta is what? Ay. That means modulus of Ay. This is general formula. Clear? So this is about the height, maximum height. Now let's find out the time of flight. For time of flight, I'm using this formula. Time of flight. Vy equal to ui. Okay, this one. Sorry, I'm using this formula again. Sy is equal to ui into t plus half ay into t square. Here t represents time of flight. Okay. Now the thing is this: if I look from this, it is starting from here and ultimately comes here. That means Sy is 0. What is ui? That means initial velocity along y-axis, u sin alpha. T represents time of flight plus half. What is ay? Ay is minus g cos theta. Okay, into t square. Now, if I take t common, this will be u sin alpha minus g cos theta by 2 into t is equal to 0. So t cannot be equal to 0. Therefore, t equal to 2u sin alpha by g cos theta. That is 2uy by magnitude of ay. Correct? Now, at last, what we need to find out? The range. Correct? Clear? What is range? For range, we have to apply the formula for motion along x-axis. Correct? Now, the difference is because motion along x-axis is not a uniformly accelerated motion. So, we have to do it like this. Look at this. Applying this formula, Sx equal to ut plus half ax into t square. Now this is the range, correct? And if you watch it, it is along positive x-axis. So let's write it plus r. What is ux? U cos alpha. Correct? And what is t? T is time of flight, correct? T is time of flight. So if I put the value of time of flight, it is 2u sin alpha by g cos theta plus half. What is ax? It is minus g sin theta. And what is t square? Again this. Okay, I need space, so I am removing this. What is that? 2u sin alpha by g cos theta whole square. Correct? Now, only difference is this. In this case, the formula a little bit means look bigger, correct? But actually, we get numbers too. So in that particular point of time, you will find it not so difficult, correct? So what I can do from here? Okay, let me do some calculation first. 2 u square cos alpha sin alpha by g cosine of theta minus, look at this, g sin theta, 4, 2 to get cancelled, so 2u square sin square alpha by g square cos square theta. Okay, so Look at this. R equal to therefore 2u square. 2u square. So take 2u square common first. Anything sine alpha, it is sine square alpha. Take sine alpha common. And look, g, 1 g get cancelled. So I can take g cos theta common. If I take all these things common, so look 2u square sine alpha common, so thing left cos alpha only. By g cos theta common minus, here it is, look 2u square sine alpha common, so sine theta sine alpha whole divided by, I took cos theta common, so it will be cos theta again. So it will be 2u squared sine alpha by g cos theta. Okay. Cos alpha cos theta minus sine theta sine alpha whole divided by cos theta. Now cos A cos B minus sin A sin B is equal to cos A plus B. So 2u square sin alpha by g cos square theta cos of alpha plus theta is the formula for range. You don't have to remember this, just use the concept. So you can solve it in a better way. Okay. Now let me show you one problem related to this. Okay. There is no much such variation, correct? Only these are very easy type of things. So let me show you one problem. Okay, a problem is given like this. Suppose an inclined plane of angle of inclination beta, a body is projected making an angle alpha with the horizontal, that means with OA. The question is this: if this body hits the incline perpendicular to it, that means this angle is 90 degrees. Okay, find the relation between alpha and beta. Okay, so what to do? Nothing new, nothing special. Take u as the speed with which it is projected. It is u cos what? You have to consider this again. For my calculation sake, to make the calculation easier, I am taking this as theta. It is u cos theta, this is u sin theta. So what I am doing in this case, look, ux is equal to u cos theta, uy is equal to u sin theta. Correct? Now, let me find out the time of flight first. For time of flight, look, the body starts from here, comes here again, that means vertical displacement is 0. And I told you, in this case, one velocity acceleration is along this direction and one acceleration is along this direction. Correct? G sine beta, this is G cosine of beta. Okay. Now I am using the motion along y-axis. So Sy equal to uyt plus half ay t square. Correct? Now do the calculation this way. Sy starting from here, reaching here, vertical displacement is 0. What is uy? Look, along positive y-axis plus u sine theta multiplied by t is the time of flight, plus half, what is ay? Look at this, what is ay? Ay is, check from here, minus g cos beta into t square. T cannot be 0. So u sine theta minus half of g cos beta into t is equal to 0. Now t cannot be equal to 0. So what I can write? T equal to 2u sin theta by g cos beta. This formula I already told. Correct? Now, since it is hitting perpendicular to the plane, that means at this moment, horizontal component of velocity is 0. At this point, there is no Vx. That means Vx is 0 at this point. So what I'm doing, now I'm using horizontal motion. Vx equal to ux plus ax into t. What is Vx? 0. What is ux? That is u cos theta positive plus ax. Ax means what? Ax means what? Minus g sin beta into t. So put down the value for t. So let me write it first. U cos theta is equal to g sin beta into t. P equal to 2u sin theta by g cos beta. Okay. Check the calculation first. U cos theta is equal to this. So GG get cancelled. So GG get cancelled means, okay, U get cancelled. Cos theta by sin theta, that is cot theta, is equal to 2 tan of beta. Okay. So this is the form. But add find out the relation between alpha and beta, not theta and beta, correct? So what to do? Look at from this. Alpha equal to theta plus beta. Alpha equal to theta plus beta. Hence theta is equal to alpha minus beta. So if I put this relation, cot alpha minus beta is equal to 2 tan beta. This is the relation. Okay. Okay. Now, the case of projectile projected from the, not from the base, from somewhere above the top, correct? For example, from the top of an incline, for example. So take this example. Now it is projecting, I'm projecting the projectile like this. Okay, now what I am doing to make the manipulation simple again, I am considering the point of projection as the origin. So changing x-axis and y-axis according. Changing x-axis and y-axis according. This x-axis is y-axis, but remember it is what kind of y-axis? It is positive y, but it is negative x. Now, if the projectile is projected like this, okay, if the projectile is projected like this, then what will happen? Watch this. It is u, it is theta, it will follow a path like this. Resolving into component, this is u cos theta and this is u sin theta. Correct? But another thing I have to remember, we have to remember, that is about g. Clear? Suppose this is alpha. Now, g is acting in which direction? It is in vertically downward direction. So resolving g along two components, Look, what will happen then? This will be alpha. So this will be G cos alpha, and this is G sin alpha. Now watch it carefully. This is G sin alpha, and this is G cos of alpha. Clear? Now, the very interesting fact is this: in the previous problem I had shown, when the projectile hits the inclined perpendicularly, but in this case, that means horizontal component of velocity is 0. But in this case, it is not possible. Why? Because acceleration is acting in the direction of speed. So what will happen in this case? Speed will along x-axis will continuously increases, so it will never become 0. Correct? So that is why the previous problem I have shown here, that is not possible in this case. That kind of relation cannot exist, never exist in this case. Correct? So what to do? Write it down. Ux is what? It is along negative x-axis. So I'm writing it like minus u cos theta. What is uy? I'm writing it u sin theta. Why? It is along positive, it is negative. About x, look, minus g sin alpha, and about ay, it is downward again, minus g cos alpha. Clear? Now same thing, time of flight. For time of flight, I have to consider the motion along what axis? Y axis. If I take the motion along y axis, look. So what will happen? Body starts from here, ends here, correct? That means vertical displacement is 0. That means the vertical displacement is 0 means Sy is 0. And if I apply this formula, Sy equal to Uyt plus half Ay t square. What is Sy? 0. What is Uy? Look at this. U sin theta into t plus half. What is Ay? Look, minus g cosine of alpha into t square. Take t common. If I take t common, u sin theta minus half g cos of alpha into t is equal to 0. Therefore, t cannot be equal to 0. So time of flight would be t equal to 2u sin theta by g cos alpha. Clear? So this is the time of flight. For maximum range, for maximum height, for max height, what we know, at a highest point of the path, velocity is 0. Clear? Velocity is 0. So if I take Vy equal to 0, clear? If I take Vy equal to 0, then what will happen? Look, Vy equal to 0 means, applying this formula, V square equal to U square plus 2Ay Sy. Vy 0, what is the value of Ey? The value of Ey is, check from here, okay, value of Ey is U sin theta square plus 2Ay. What is Ay? Minus g cos alpha. Clear? And this is vertical height, h. Above, along positive y axis, so this is positive. So if you do the calculation from here, what is happening? H equal to, look at this, u square sin square theta plus 2g cosine of alpha. Correct? So this is nothing special. Everything is same. Only you have to change the g component of g. Only the difference is this. Now let us try to find out at last the range. Okay. Let us try to find out a problem related with the range, correct? Range. Clear? Now, what is this? Watch this very carefully. Range. In case of range, we have to use the motion along x-axis. So apply Sx is equal to uxt plus half ax t square. What is Sx? This is the range. And this is along which axis? Negative x. So I have to consider this as minus r. What is ux? Look, it is along negative x axis, minus u cos theta into t. Plus half, what is x? Look, minus g sine alpha into t square, where t square is the time of flight. Clear? Now, let me find out the value. I need little space here. So, if I do this calculation again, look, r, all minus goes from one side, u cos theta, t is equal to 2u sine theta by g cos of alpha plus half g sine of alpha into t square, that is 4 u square sine square theta divided by g square cos square alpha. Correct? Now r, watch it carefully. The thing which goes common, let me take it out first. 2 get cancelled. Okay. Look, 2u square cos theta sine theta by cos alpha plus 2g, look, it is sine alpha sine square theta, okay, g square, 2g, not 2g, 2 sine alpha, okay, u square sine square theta by cos square alpha. Okay, now take the thing common. R equal to 2u square. Take 2u square common from both of this, and anything which goes common, sine theta. I think sine theta common by cos alpha common. So thing which we left here only cos theta. Plus here it is sine alpha sine theta by cos of alpha. Therefore, 2u square sine theta by cos square alpha cos theta cos alpha sine theta sine alpha, that is equal to 2u square sine theta by cos square alpha, and this is cos of a minus b. Correct? So this is the thing. So let me finish this entire video by doing a last problem, which is a very, very interesting one. Check this problem. So students, look at this. This is a beautiful problem. Two inclined plane are placed like this, correct? One vertex is common, correct? One makes an angle 30 degree, other makes an angle 60 degree. The particle is projected from the point A perpendicular to this incline, and it strikes the other incline perpendicular. It means if you watch the path, it is fantastic. It looks like this. Okay. It is given it is the velocity with which it is thrown, and the velocity you have to find out velocity time of flight. You have to find out the velocity with which it strikes the point B, the height of the point A from this point, and the distance A. If you watch this carefully, these two angles are given 30 degree and 90 degree. So these two angles are 90 degree. That's an advantage. So now what I'm doing, I'm taking this as x-axis, making this as y-axis. Okay, so that is the advantage. And as usual, what I'm writing, look, it is throwing along this direction. Look, initial velocity means this is the point of projection. If I look from this, it is along this direction. So what I take, ux is 10 root 3 meter per second, and it is positive direction of x-axis. Clear? Uy is what? 0, no velocity. Now let me do one thing. The interesting part is this: what is the value of g? What is the value of g? Clear? Now, how to find out the value of g in this case? These two makes an angle 90 degree with each other. So let me find out basically. So g will act in this direction. So if I take the component of g, one component will take along this direction, other component along this direction. You can do the same thing with this incline, ultimately you will get the same result. Correct? So this will be 60 degree. So this is 60 degree means this is g cos 60 and this is g sin 60. So for my convenience, what I'm doing, let me write down the values first. A, it is along y-axis. Ay is minus g cos 60, that is minus g, that is 10 cos 60 is half minus 5 meter per second square. And what is ax? Watch it, it is along negative x-axis. So minus g sin 60, that is equal to minus, that is root 3 by 2, minus 5 root 3 meter per second square. Now, don't get confused, correct? If we do this calculation with the help of this, ultimately we will get the same result, correct? Clear? Ultimately, what will happen? You need to split it up, ultimately the same thing will happen, correct? You have to make it like this, you have to bring two components, one along this, other perpendicular to this, and ultimately you will get the same value. So don't get confused with this. So first of all, the velocity with which it hits the ground. First of all is time of flight. Now, for time of flight, what I'm doing here, look the interesting part. What can I do here for time of flight? For time of flight, which motion I have to consider here? Please pause the video and try the problem. Please pause the video and try the problem. Look, time of flight. At point B, the entire velocity along y-axis. That means Vx is equal to 0 at B. That is the advantage. So I'm applying this formula, Vx equal to ux plus ax into t. What is Vx? 0. It is hitting the plane perpendicular to x-axis, correct? There is no component along x-axis. Ux is what? It is already 10 root 3. Plus, what is the value of ax? Minus 5 root 3 into t. So it's quite clear, t equal to 2 seconds. Look, the sums look so tough, but it is actually so easy. Number 2 is this, the velocity with which it's gone. So for that, what I'm doing, I'm using this formula, Vy equal to Ey plus Ay into T. Now Vy is this velocity, correct? Writing it only V, correct? Not putting in a sign, it will come out not rotating. Uy is what? What is the initial velocity along y-axis? 0. Put that. What is Ay? What is Ay? Look here, it is -5. And what is time t? 2 seconds. So V equal to -10 meter per second. What is the meaning of this negative sign? This negative sign implies that it is opposite to positive y-axis. That means it is towards negative y-axis, correct? So V equal to this. Now you need to find out H. Now, if you watch this, what is H is actually? H is actually what? It's a displacement along vertical direction. It's a displacement along vertical direction, correct? So I can find out this by using the formula of vertical motion. Look, initial vertical velocity is 0. So using this formula, Sy equal to Uyt plus half. Okay, let me erase this. Half Ay t square. What is Sy? This. Okay, what is Sy? This. Clear? Now, look, it is, if I consider this is the level of throw. I told you this earlier also. Below this, we have to consider this as what? Negative, correct? So this is minus h, or you can do it in this way also. You don't have to find out the sign, correct? You will get the sign automatically. Okay, let me get the sign automatically. Okay. Sy. What is the value of Ey? Initial velocity is 0 plus half. Ay is what? Ay is -5. T square is what? 2 square. 1 to get cancelled. That means Sy equal to -10 meter. That means this is -10. So what is the value of this? I can easily find out that by doing this calculation. This is height, this is hypotenuse. So h by hypotenuse, that is 10 meter, is equal to sine 30, and h equal to height by hypotenuse, sine 30 means half, that is 5 meter. Five meter. Clear? So now we need to find out OB. What is that? OB is what? It is the displacement along x-axis. So applying this formula, Sx equal to uxt plus half axt square. Sx is what? This much. Okay. Ux is what? Forget the value of Ux is equal to 10 root 3. 10 root 3 into t is 2 plus half. What is Ax? What is velocity along Ax? Ax is actually this, na? G sine 60 that is minus 5 root 3. What is t square? T square is 2. Okay, 2 to get cancelled. Minus 10 root 3. That is 10 root 3. What is the value of AB there? It's a right angle triangle. AB equal to root over of 10 square plus 10 root 3 square. That is 10. 3 plus 1, 4, 2, 20. So this is the chapter. I've shown all the difficult problems, everything related to this. Okay. So watch my next video where the content is relative motion in 1D as well as in 2D. Clear? Thanks.